Hey guys, what's up? It's MrUKMS here, and today I wanted to talk about a subject that some people, such as non-gamers, don't understand about us gamers. For some people, gaming is a passion, not just a pastime. And if you are so passionate for such a game as Call of Duty, then you should be passionate enough to actually do that line of work in your life. Um, Something that I've been thinking about lately is, would I be willing to enter such a line of work, um, since I am so passionate for the Call of Duty series? And I mean, non-gamers, they just don't get you. They look at us, they see us wearing gaming apparel, and they see us playing games all the time, and they think of us in a different way than we think of ourselves. We think of ourselves as successful in the games that we play. Well, most of us do, and all of us should. Um, I mean, some of us don't. Some of us think that we're horrible, and some of us think that we're great but not good. Like, some of us think that we're good but not good enough. Um, but I've really been thinking if I should enter the service, as in the army, the Navy, or even the National Guard. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the National Guard because I'm so passionate about the Call of Duty series. And I mean, a lot of people think, oh, it's just graphics on a TV screen. It's much more than that. The game, if you play it the way it's meant to be played, then it's tactical. It actually teaches you something. But that's what more people don't understand it than the people that do understand it. The majority don't understand it. But if you play the game, if you play the game the way it's meant to be played, it teaches you tactics. Um, and in the National Guard, you're not really gonna need tactics. And not all of us gamers that play Call of Duty, that sit up in our houses and play Call of Duty, not all of us sit in our houses all day. It's not like we don't go out and do things. Me, for instance, I mean, half of the time I'm sitting inside playing Call of Duty or the other things that I'm doing. My pastime, whenever I'm kind of bored and I don't feel like playing Call of Duty, which can happen a couple times during the week. I go outside, play basketball, and I have some guns. I shoot my guns. And guns, too. Like, if you live in a place that you're allowed to have guns, like I am, I live in a place where I can have guns and I can shoot guns. Um, I do that sometimes. That teaches you also. That's a good thing, but it's really a thing to think of. It's a good thing to think of your future, because I'm not too far from it. I mean, you have to live life while you can. And it is true, the more you play video games, the faster your life goes. Um, Kind of things like that. And I feel like my life is moving by very fast for me. It, it felt like just yesterday I was having my 12th birthday party, and next weekend I'm having my 13th. I'm gonna be a teenager. Um, when I'm 16, I'm gonna get a job, start working. I'm not gonna play Call of Duty as much, and probably soon I'll get out of it, or I might stay as some people and keep playing the game until I get older. And that might just be me. I might just play the game until I get older. Yeah, I mean, you never really do know. Um, but you can't go back. So you should live your life while you can. But when it comes time to think about these things, and when it comes time to grow up and stop being a kid, think about your future, you can't deny it. I mean, if you deny it, only bad things can come of it. I mean, I would love to turn 13 and stay that way and not have to get a job and not have to go live my life, but that's how it is. And I know you may get bad experiences in your life, but then again, the majority of the people get amazing experiences in their life. They get amazing chances. But entering the National Guard is a big thing. Um, get appreciated. And I know what a lot of you gamers are thinking about. You're like, oh, what about the noobs who are going to try and enter this stuff? They're going to get denied because they don't really know tactics. Maybe that's people who have actually tried to play the game. I mean, you don't know these people's backstory. There might be a reason that they noob to. Maybe it's not just because they're bad at the game. Maybe it's because they're frustrated. Maybe it's because they have anger to get out. And, like, you don't know. Maybe the noob that you were playing with, say you played a game Modern Warfare 3 today and you found a noob to win the whole game. Maybe there was a backstory. Maybe earlier today he got frustrated, ran into a lobby with a ton of pros and got dominated. And he's just mad, so he's taking his anger out by doing that. You really don't know. I mean, there's reasons for everything. I mean, there may be a person who just got Call of Duty just to make people mad by noob tubing. There may be a person who just got Call of Duty to make people mad by just using a riot shield. There are people out there that do that just for no reason at all, just to make people angry. And, I mean, those people, you have to undergo a certain test in the National Guard. You can't just enter. You have to go through training. They have to know your background. But it's not like they're going to check your Call of Duty stats. So if you're hoping on that, it's not what's going to happen. I mean, Call of Duty teaches you stuff, but it's not. It's extremely different from real life. If you, for instance, if you're holding a UMP in Modern Warfare 3 and you shoot it, it's amazing. No, it's not. It doesn't give you an exact feeling, but I mean, it's just a game. I mean, I know I was trying to talk in a different way, but it's a game. It's nothing like the real effects of life. If you hold a real UMP, and I'm pretty sure it has a different name, I'm not sure. If you hold a real UMP in real life, it's gonna be different. So, for all you sissies out there, um, it's gonna hurt. Guns have recoil, kick, whatever you want to call it. It hurts, and you have to hold it a certain way. You can't just hold it anyway. You can't just hold it one hand and shoot it. There's a certain way you have to hold it. There's a certain way you have to shoot it, and you can't just hold down the trigger and shoot it. There's a certain way to do things in life, and it's not all just like the games. Even though I was trying to talk in a different perspective at the beginning of the video, but I feel this video is dragging on for a while, but the point of this video is you have to think about your future, and to all the noobs out there who noob to and don't have a reason in Call of Duty, and they just noob to for no reason. Come on, guys. If you're gonna do that, go play a different game. You're not made for Call of Duty. And I know that there's a lot of grown men who play Call of Duty, and they don't want to see that either. And even though I'm only almost a teenager, I don't want to see it either. I don't noob to. Basically because I don't have a reason to. When I'm frustrated, I don't noob to. You want to know what I do? I go outside and really shoot my gun. I put up a target and I shoot it. I don't get out my frustration by playing Call of Duty. That Because that's just gonna make you noob basically. But this video is dragging on pretty long. I didn't mean to stretch it out this long, guys. I'm sorry, but point is, if you're getting almost to 16 or you're about to be a teenager, I think it's time you start thinking about your future. If you're a big Call of Duty fan and you feel passionate about the game, maybe you should consider going into the service. But you also have to consider, are you a socio or are you a man? Because guns have recoil. They're gonna hurt. And if, say, you enter the army and you got into a war, there's no respawning. You get shot and killed, you're dead. It's over. But you have to really start thinking about that. So if you're such passionate and you really don't feel like dying, consider the National Guard. And if you're an only child, you can enter the army. Because I think there's a law, if you're an only child, you can't be sent to war. I think there's a law against that. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to touch on that subject. But let me know what you guys think. Talk to you guys later. I'm MrUKMS, and I'm out.